My name is Leah and I learned Hebrew in 6 months while balancing school and work and commuting and traveling and other personal responsibilities and projects and barely even having time to cook. So here's how to learn Hebrew when you have no time. Literally. The philosophy is this. Language learning is all about momentum and exposure, but there are 2 key things that you must get right if you're going to learn Hebrew with a limited amount of time. The first is what you study and the content that you choose. That's incredibly important. And the second is where it fits into your life without changing your schedule. Because if you overcommit and life starts getting busy, it's going to be the first thing that you push aside. But if you have a plan for those 2 things, you can learn Hebrew with a limited amount of time. So here are 10 tips that break down exactly how I did it. Tip number 5 is my favorite, and I will link all the resources down below. Let's get into it. So, tip number 1 is about the content that you're choosing to study. When you study, you have to first master the 625 words used most often in a language. I'm going to leave a list down below from Fluent Forever. And you have to have this as a daily routine until you master it. It takes about 5 to 15 minutes. Put it into your day. I would do it right before bed. Make sure that you have these mastered because these 625 words make up about 70% of total conversation. So once you have this mastered, your Hebrew skyrockets. And it's simple to learn. So you're not wasting your time learning random things that will keep you circling in your language, but you're making measurable progress that will increase your understanding and ability to speak colossally. When you're learning these words, make sure that you use spaced repetition software, SRS systems. When you have the flashcards, for example, Droid, that's an incredible tool, and it cannot be understated how helpful it is for language learning because it's scientifically proven that this is how our brain learns things and brings things from short-term to long-term memory. The next one, this app called Glossika. It teaches you a lot of basic everyday phrases that you're going to need to use to talk about the mechanics of everyday life. For example, spilling hot water, or cooking, or graduating high school, or graduating college, or starting a job, or working overtime. Things that are really important that you're not going to find in Hebrew entertainment, no matter how much you interact with it. So use this app, Glossika, while you're doing your chores or habits. So I would do it while I was cooking or cleaning. You can do it while you walk to the train. If you live in the city, you can do it. It's about 15 to 20 minutes a day, and do not skip over this one. It's incredibly helpful and it's audio, so you can do it while you're doing another task. Number 3, you have to use Hebrew in conversation. So commit to one 30-minute conversation in Hebrew. You can find Israelis willing to talk in Hebrew using the app Hello Talk. It's completely free. And you can do voice notes, but really try not to. Do phone call. It will help so much. And this natural flow and progression that you get from speaking in a phone call is gonna make a huge difference and teach you how to use your brain and speed up recall when you actually start speaking. So commit to a phone call a week, find a small time period that works, and get talking. If you really don't have time for this, the best next substitute is to send voice notes and have voice notes conversations with people that work on your time. You can come and answer the voice notes, and when they have time, they can come and respond as well. But again, the phone call is the best option. Number 4, translate the sentences that you use the most in English. Take note of what those are throughout the day, throughout the week. Say all of those to yourself in Hebrew, or make flashcards from them, or both. And some examples are, what a beautiful day, I'm tired, I'm off to work, I'm going home, what are your plans today, I want to see my friends, what's for dinner, I'm hungry. These type of things that we have on repeat in our heads, say them to yourself in Hebrew. Number 5, I love this one. Listen to Hebrew music at the gym. Every morning I wake up, put on Hebrew rap, and get out and hit the pavement and go for a run. Or I go figure skating and I listen to beautiful, meaningful, sweet Hebrew music. And I will link below the playlist that I have if you want a hardcore, motivating Hebrew music. But yeah, listen to Hebrew music at the gym. Have a Hebrew music gym playlist. No matter what your workout is, find the kind of music that you like to work out to and what genre that is. Find it in Hebrew and start listening to it. Actually, fun fact, it will help your workout as well, because as you concentrate on the Hebrew, it takes away a little bit from your concentration on the workout, and it won't be so hard. Number 6 is shadow. Listen on your commute or while you're doing some simple tasks, while you have some free time to listen, even in the shower, to Hebrew podcasters or YouTubers, and try to repeat what they say. This is going to help you with pronunciation immensely. This is also going to help with grammatically correct sentence structure. It's going to put the patterns into your mind. And do your best to match the accent and say it exactly like you hear it. 7. Hebrew social media only. This is really, really helpful. If you spend time on social media, follow Hebrew influencers and comedians and people that you like who make interesting content, and just interact with that and with your loved ones. Cut out English social media, because if you're gonna spend the time on social media anyway, interacting with it in another language is a huge help. Okay, tip number 8 is, once you're a bit more accustomed and your Hebrew is getting better, change your phone to Hebrew. This is a really big help because it's going to teach you lots of new words, and it's also going to give you the opportunity to interact more with Hebrew. Even on Google Maps, for example, she's going to be talking to you in Hebrew. It's always good. The more you can expose yourself to it, the better you're going to get. Tip number 9, translate songs that you like and listen to them repeatedly until you understand the whole song. So this could be a little time spent translating before you commute, 5 minutes before you leave. Look up the song, look up the translation. You can click on the 3 dots in the Google tab and click translate if there's no English to Hebrew direct translation. Sometimes it's a little off, but as you continue to learn, you'll figure out what it actually means and what it is, a mistake on the translation side. And read over it as you listen to the song a few times until you feel comfortable enough with your understanding of the point, and then continue listening to that song or a few songs at a time in parallel until you start to really understand, oh, this is what they're saying, and this is what these words mean, and this is what these words mean, and this is the point that they're trying to make. And then move on to new songs. This is a great one, especially if you don't want to spend time, if you're already feeling tired or you don't want to spend too much energy on your commute. It's a really fun way to learn more Hebrew, but a very helpful one, especially, you know my bias if you watched my other videos, if it's rap, because rap uses everyday language. Rap is poetic, and last but really not least, rap is like talking because it's the similar pace. So try to listen to rap. That's all I'm gonna say. If you can rap a whole Hebrew song, you're gonna have a much easier time talking. I can tell you that from experience. And if you don't believe me, watch my video about how I learned Hebrew fast. I rap there in Hebrew, but that's a really helpful tip that I have. Take advantage of it. I swear it's so helpful. Finally, tip number 10, have a bare bones routine to fall back on when life is really, really insane. There were days when I just did not have time to include any of the stuff that I'm telling you today into my routine, but you must do something every day. My one main goal for Hebrew language learning was do something every day. Momentum. My second main goal was embarrass myself, but I digress. The first main goal is do something every day. So my bare bones routine would include studying the 625 word flashcards for 5 to 10 minutes before bed, and then one app for 5 minutes, but if I needed to, it could be less. So that would be either Instagram or Duolingo or HelloTalk or Glossika, and just have that routine because you must do something every day, even if it's something really small. Continue learning those words, continue drilling the words you already know. It really does make a difference. Okay, so those are the 10 tips that I have for you for learning Hebrew when you feel like you have no free time or you are extremely busy. It might feel slow in the moment, but every little thing adds up. It's like when you're a kid and you're growing up. You don't notice when you grow. Each day you grow so incrementally that you don't even notice that you're getting taller, and suddenly you grow. And suddenly you've grown 3 inches. It's very much like that. Continue building momentum and continue to incorporate these practices into your life. And slowly but surely, le'at le'at, as they say in Hebrew, you will see that your Hebrew is improving and you're able to speak and have conversations and learn Hebrew and understand what's going on around you. If I can do it, I'm telling you, you can do it too. היידה, אנחנו עשינו את זה, ואני מאוד אוהבת אתכם. תכתבו לי בתגובות איזה טיפ אתם תתחילו להשתמש בו, ואם אתם רוצים שאני אעשה סרטון על נושא ספציפי, בבקשה תכתבו גם את זה בתגובות, ויאללה נתראה בסרטון הבא. תודה רבה. ביי יוש.